Yes, Jai Hind to all. Myself Gaurav Shrivastava, Assistant Professor in Electrical and Electronics Engineering Department in Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College, Ghaziabad. This college is affiliated to the Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Technical University. And right now, today we have discussed the topic unsymmetrical faults. And unsymmetrical fault, that is basically it is a type of the shunt fault where we can series discussion the different types of faults occur in a power system. Like there is a two types of series fault and the shunt fault. In the series fault, there is a two types of series fault, that is called a one conductor fault and the two conductor fault. Similarly, when we discussion about the shunt fault, there is a categorized into two categories. That is, one is the symmetrical fault and the second is the unsymmetrical fault. So which type of the unsymmetrical fault we have discussed here? That is the LG line to ground fault, double L, that's line to line fault, and double LG line to double line to ground fault. And similarly, the symmetrical fault, that is a triple L or the triple LG. So what is the basic difference between the symmetrical and the unsymmetrical fault here? So normally when we discuss about unsymmetrical fault, that means during the fault condition, the systematic balance of the three-phase power system, it is unbalanced. Their supply is unbalanced, their vectors, voltages, currents. So that's why these are unsymmetrical. And when we discuss about the symmetrical fault, that means after the fault occurrence of the fault, the symmetry is again balanced, or you can the system is again balanced in the case of the fault condition. So that's why there is a two types of condition. And now in this subject, that is a power system 2 for BEE 601 in the sixth semester of the electrical and electronics engineering. The content is only discussion about the unsymmetrical fault, that is the LG, double L and double LG. Right now we are moving to discuss one by one how we can calculate it and find out the fault currents. So like already we have discussed what different types of the unsymmetrical, that is the line to ground fault, double line to ground fault, and that's a unsymmetrical that might occur at any point in a complete power system. At any point you can say that the transform generator point of view, or you can say the any transformer lines, or you can say transmission line of point of view. So at any conditions, any point, the this type of fault can be occurs. To understand the unsymmetrical fault analysis, let me first consider these faults at the terminals of the unloaded generator. Like whenever we are discussion where this type of fault occurrence, at the generator terminals or something transformer terminals, or in terms of the transmission line. So one by one we can discuss here. So similarly, you can find out the alternative discussion. Then similarly, we can find out the fault current in terms of the transformer, or you can the transmission line. So we have discussed here. And now this treatment can be extended for when the fault occurs at any point in a power system. Currently, consider three-phase unloaded generator generating balanced three-phase voltages. The sequence components of the terminal voltages are these. So already we have discussion, a lot of discussion in the symmetrical components and the symmetrical network equation. The symmetrical components, we have find out ki VA1, VA2 and VA0 is given like this, ki E minus IA1 Z1, EA2 Z2 and EA0. That is a positive sequence network equation. That is a negative sequence equation, and that is a zero sequence network equation. So that equations we can find out. We have discussion like in the positive sequence network, there is a EMF is available. Otherwise, rest of the negative and the zero sequence network, there is a no voltage sources available. But the current is available in terms of the negative sequence current and the negative sequence impedances. That's why each and every circuit is called positive, negative, and the zero. That is becomes where they are comes from the Fortescue theorem, where we can say n phasor system can be unbalanced phasor system can be defined in the n types of the balanced system, or you can the symmetrical components. So like positive, negative and the zero. So that means one is denoted as the positive, two is denoted as the negative, and third one, that is the zero, negative as the zero. Okay. So further move for the next equation, how we calculate it, like the single line to ground fault, line to line, and these are the unsymmetrical fault that occurs at any point in the power system. To understand the symmetrical unsymmetrical fault condition, let us first consider this fault at terminal generator, and these equations we can find out, and the three above equations apply regardless of the type of the fault occurring at the terminals of the generator. So when we have considered about LG, double L, double LG, though there is a certain fault conditions also available. You can say the primary conditions for particular fault, ki like if we discuss about LG, double L or double LG, there is just something fault conditions available, and the also we have the symmetrical equation. So these symmetrical equations we are using for to find out the each and every fault current at particular types of fault. Like now here we are discussion here. So that is a, we have taken the LG type. So that is a alternator point of view. We can say here ki like EA, EB and the EC. So here in this there is a neutral is connected to the grounded. So that's why the neutral impedances is given Zn, and also there is a fault current is also available. So like in LG fault we have discussed here, the fault connected at the phase A, that's why there is a fault impedance of available here. So that is a ground connection. The primary condition is that find out that EB, EC is 0 due to the LG fault, because of the fault occurs at the fault phase A. So all the current goes for the for the phase A to the grounded. So that's why if IB and the IC is 0, and what will happen, that is the EA is equal to ZF IA. So that is the three equations becomes कि like जो भी फेस वोल्टेज होगा, व्हाट इज द फेस वोल्टेज इज गिवन, क्योंकि बिकॉज ऑफ द यहाँ पर आपकी करंट जीरो हो गई, दैट इज द करंट जीरो, एंड दैट इज अगेन फॉल्ट कंडीशन, और यू कैन सेट दैट द दिस इज द बाउंड्री कंडीशन फॉर द LG fault. So like overall voltage at this fault occurs, that is ZF IA, because of the fault current is flowing in the only a phase A direction. Okay, so right now there is a boundary conditions available, and what we have then, if you are discussing about, we have also known as the symmetrical components, relationship between symmetrical components and the phase voltages. How? Like we know that IA naught, IA1, IA2 is equal to, if you find out, that is becomes 1 by 3 1 alpha square alpha IA, IB, IC in terms of the phase values given. So how we calculate the components value? Through the this relation. So here we expand this expression like IA naught is equal to 1 by 3 IA plus IB plus IC. So here IB and IC is become 0. What will get the value of the IA naught? If that is a 1 by 3. So that means the positive sequence current is available. And now we have calculate again second equation using this. IA1 is equal to 1 by 3 IA plus alpha IB plus alpha square IC. So again IC and IB is 0. So what will get, that is again I3A. That means the positive, negative, 0 sequence is equal to the IA by 3. So that is the one relation we have find out, ki both three components are available in the circuit, ki like positive sequence current, negative sequence current and the 0 sequence current are available, and this value is given by the IA by 3, right? So now these equations become this, and now we are using the relation, we are using this equation and this equation. Now we are using this equation, that is the VA. So what is the VA? When we have discussion about phase value, that is a becomes here VA naught plus VA1 plus VA2, correct? Okay, and these values given by the ZF fault impedance, and IA again we have realized कि यहाँ आपके पास IA naught, IA1 plus IA2. That's mean ZF IA by 3 into 3. So ZF IA. IA, एक second. Okay. तो ये निकल के आया and that is becomes 3 ZF IA1. Correct? So that's why we have write simple 3 times of the positive sequence current component IA1 ZF. So now we have find out ki हाँ relations we have find out ki like this. Ab now using symmetrical equations. Okay. So here we can using the symmetrical equations like what we have given at the VA1 is equal to EA1 minus IA1 Z1, VA2 is equal to minus of IA2 Z2 and VA3 is equal to minus IA0, VA0 is equal to minus IA0 Z0. Okay, that is the symmetrical equations. Clear? So when we have value the sequence network equation and boundary conditions and then we have find out the relation between all of them. So like we have put up the value ki हाँ कि just because VA1 plus VA2 plus VA3 VA0 is equal to 3 times of ZF IA1. This relation find out from the last equation. Now this value put up ki EA minus IA1 Z1 minus IA2 Z2 minus IA0 Z0 is equal to 3 times of ZF IA0 IA1. Clear? So like now we have again utilizing. So just taken an example. So what will happen? The EA is equal to equal, that is the again the that is the equal to the IA1 IA1 IA1. So just like calculated here, so Z1 plus Z2 plus Z0 plus 3 ZF. So put up IA1 is equal to EA by Z1 plus Z2 plus Z0 plus 3 ZF. If the fault impedances are connected, then the equation becomes like we have to calculate fault current, that is IA1 is equal to EA by Z1 plus Z2 plus Z0 plus 3 ZF. And if the fault impedance, if not, then equation becomes IA1 is equal to EA upon Z1 plus Z2 plus Z0. So from this diagram, for this expression, we say that the positive, negative and the zero sequence impedances are also available. And similarly, we can find out the positive, negative, zero sequence current is available. And all these impedances are connected in the series. So when we connected the sequence network, for that point of view, we just find out ki haan, just draw back some. So that's mean ki positive, negative, zero sequence both are connected. So right now we are using the sequence network ki haan positive ke liye, that is a clear, and again it is moving, again it is connected to the negative, so that's why negative, and for the zero there is a no voltage sources and this connection is connected at the 3 times of ZF, and that is the EA, that is a Z1 positive, that is a Z2 negative, and that is a 0. So here if we current discussion IA naught, that is a IA2, that is a IA1, and if that is the voltage VA1, that is the voltage VA2, and that is the voltage VA naught. So that is the simple functions we can easily divide it. Like how to current or the circuit or that diagram is known as the interconnections network. Okay, interconnection networks. So that is a positive of sequence network. Okay, so that is a positive point, negative and the zero sequence both are connected in the series. If the like in this expression when we discusses about fault impedance is zero, what will happen? This function is going on and like this. So that is all about the line to ground fault, how we calculated the fault current. Then we have to calculate the fault current, yes. IA1, and what is the relation we have find out? IA1 is equal to IA by 3. So when we fault current, IA is equal to 3 times of the IA1. So that is the fault current in the phase A. You can find out the value, how much values will be fault current, that is become this. And IB and IC is equal to 0. So whenever we have discussion about this LG fault, we have to calculate the fault current for the sequence component firstly, and then find out the phase values. Okay. So again, don't in the numerical you don't show ki like you have just find out the IA1. So that is not a complete fault current. The fault current exactly that is the IA is equal to 3 times of IA1, and IB is, and IC is equal to 0. So that is the final answer. So similarly, when we consider about LG or the double L or the double LG fault, again we have to calculate positive sequence component network and then find out their phase value as well. So like firstly we have discussion about one example of that numericals only, that is the LG fault analysis. So with the theory as well as the numerical part we can consider for the LG. Then we go for the double L similarly and the double LG. Right now in this numerical, the reactance of an alternator rated value is 10 MVA 6.9, and there is a positive negative is value is approximate 15%, and their ground zero impedance, that is a 5% reactance is given. The neutral of the neutral is grounded through a reactance. So यहाँ पर हमको Zn भी given है, that is a 0.38. Single line to ground fault occurs. Terminals of the alternator determine the fault currents, determine the line currents, fault currents, and the terminal voltages also. So whenever we had discussion कि हाँ all the, so right now यहाँ पर that is a x1 and x2 is given as the this value 15%. Xg naught is again you have the 5%, and the reactance given in terms of the ohms. So we have to find out the per unit values. So per unit, how do we calculate the per unit values? So we have firstly calculate ki per unit values is like this 0.38, and MVA base, what is the value of the MVA base is given 10 MVA, and the voltage rating is given is the 6.9. So neutral impedances in terms of the per unit, so is it is value is given as the 0.0798. So all the values given in the, that is the percentage, will be changed in per unit right now. You can write here. Okay. So what will happen? The zero sequence impedances becomes Z0 is equal to Zg0 plus 3 times of Zn. तो यहाँ पर फॉल्ट इम्पिडेंस गिवन नहीं थी, इसलिए ZF भी जीरो कंसीडर कर रहे हैं. ZF आप जीरो ले सकते हैं. तो जब Z0 प्लस 3 Zn कर रहे हैं, तो दैट इज द Z0 आपकी वैल्यूज कितनी गिवन थी 0.05 प्लस 0.0798. So it becomes value 0.3 टाइम्स कर देंगे तो आपकी 0.2894 पर यूनिट. So x naught we have calculated, z naught, z1 and z2 also given. So how we calculated the fault current? IA1, that is equivalent to IA2, that is equivalent to the IA naught. Already we have derived in the equation, and these values becomes EA upon Z1 plus Z2 plus Z0 plus 3 Zn. यहाँ पर ZF 0 है. So that's why these values become कि हाँ अपने 1 by per unit में लेके चल रहे हैं. That is a 1 per unit. So 1 divided by, just added of the values of 0.15 plus 0.15 plus Z0, ये हमने यहाँ पर डायरेक्टली मल्टीपल कर ही दिया है, तो इसको हमको दोबारा रिप्लेस करने की जरूरत नहीं है. So we are using this 0.28. So easily we have find out. Just the bold is something problem. We have find out that this value, this value, this value, and the IA1 is equal to IA2 is equal to IA0 is equal to, we have calculate EA by Z1 plus Z2 plus Z0. तो Z0 हमने 3 times already calculated कर लिया, तो this values become 1.6966 J per unit. So IA1 is calculated. So what will happen? IB is equal to 0 and IC is equal to 0, and what will happen? IA is equal to 3 times of IA1. So value V is calculated. Just आप देखोगे तो for line current. So we have find out the value. Okay. Then there is a per unit value is given. So we have to calculate it because of the 10 MV and 6.9. So we have to find out base current. If the base current we have calculated, what will happen? We have calculated the exact base fault current in terms of the unit, in other terms of the per unit. So like now base current, how do we calculate it? The MVA rating is given 10 into 1000 MVA. So calculate, convert it into the KVA, and right now 6.9 into root 3. So again we have find out the base current is becomes 836.7 ampere. Okay. So line current fault A, that is a this, because of the multiplication of the 3 times of this. So right now fault current 836.7 into 3, so it becomes 4258.8. Clear? So that is the fault current we have calculated. So first question is that determine the line currents completed, fault current completed, and right now we have to calculate the terminal voltages. So how we calculated the terminal voltages? So just terminal voltages is, we know VA1 is equal to what is the equation? Minus IA1 Z1. Okay, so we have the value of the EA 1.0 minus IA1 we have calculated. You have just put up Z1 is calculated. So like now these equations become this per unit, per unit, per unit, because VA2 terminal voltage, that is the minus IA2 Z2, and VA0 is equal to minus IA0 Z0. So these values calculated, and this value key like this. Per unit may we have calculated, and how to per unit calculated in terms of the value, we have just using the multiplication by 6.9 divided by root 3 because of the 3-phase start connections. Okay, for the alternator point of view. So VA is equal to 0, VB is equal to this, VC is equal to this after that. So final expression, we have to calculate the terminal voltages also. So that is all about the LG fault, and in the next lecture we have calculated the discussion about double L fault and the double LG fault.